What's up, guys? How we doing today? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Today, we're going to talk about a Blue City resident vows to keep pro-Trump displays on her home despite the second time shooting at it. The second shooting incident. So her house has been shot at twice because of some pro-Trump displays. That's what we're going to talk about. This is going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. Okay, so a Washington State, it's also a blue state, blue city and a blue state. There you go. A Washington State woman plans to install a security system rather than pull down her pro Trump messaging from her windows after her home was struck by bullets over the weekend in what she says was a politically motivated attack. Well, of course, it was a politically motivated attack. Because that's what the left does. If you show any support for Trump, they'll attack you. They come at you, and these tolerant left, they're so tolerant, aren't they? They just come at you and they just. But anyway, Fox 13 in Seattle reported that a shooting early Sunday morning left several holes in the Ballard area of the city's city home's window while damaging a pickup truck parked outside. The woman, who prefers to remain nameless, told news station the shooters seemed to target political stickers and pictures in the window. Police Lives Matter and a rebel flag. The picture and stickers include President Donald Trump, a Confederate flag, and a sticker that reads Police Lives Matter. And a red pickup with a flag was also damaged when two windows were shattered in the shooting. You know, there's certain other states that if that would have happened to, bullets would have been coming back at you. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I would do that, but some states, you do that and bullets are coming at you because to me that's because it says me that's an act of violence and putting mine or my family's life at danger. You could have killed one of my family members. What's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to jump on real quick and do a quick shout out to the sponsors of this video, which is first and foremost the Lord above, the creator of the universe. Without him, none of us are anything. We're all nothing. And secondly, I wanted to shout out to the subscribers of this channel, because without the subscribers, this channel's nothing. And we're growing. We're growing slowly, but we're growing. And I get between like 1 and 10 new subscribers every day. So I see every single one, and every one I appreciate. It's like, it's amazing to me that I even have as many as I do. But my goal for the year is 8,000. So if we can get that by the end of 25, that would be awesome. And if those of you that have subscribed, again, thank you so much. You're the life of this channel. And those of you that haven't subscribed, if you want to, maybe not right now, but if you want to watch for a few more minutes, and then if you want to
go ahead, make my day.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, that would be fantastic. But again, it's up to you. If you feel like it, if you feel like you're getting anything out of this, I'm working on a few things that I'm going to come up with some new videos and some new ideas that might help you out a little bit. But anyway, again, appreciate y'all. Love you. Back to your show. I mean, that's basically, that could be attempted murder technically. I mean, what if one of my family members was in that line of fire? But the problem is the left don't care. They don't care. I mean, they were burning down Teslas because of they're violent. They're so violent and so vicious, and they claim that Trump supporters, that MAGA are the ones dividing the country and the ones that are all hateful. And we're not the hateful ones. We're not the ones out destroying property, shooting bullets through people's windows just because there's a police lives matter in the window. When was the last time you heard of a Republican doing that? I mean, I know I'm going to get those. Well, what about January 6th? Well, what about January 6th? That's one incident, one. And yeah, there was some bad apples, but that was mostly peaceful. There was some bad apples there. I'm not gonna deny it. There was some bad apples in that crowd, but that doesn't necessarily say that all of MAGA was involved in that. That just makes. I mean, it's just like with stories like this that doesn't mean all of the people on the left are bad, but you hear about it a lot more than you do coming from the conservative side, the MAGA side. You don't hear about it as much. I mean, I know, I get it. The people from the shooter from Minnesota killed that lawmaker. He was a MAGA. He was registered Republican. Well, if you read back in the actual story, he was registered Republican years and years and years ago, back in the early 2000s. And he was appointed by Tim Walz. So believe what you want. I don't know. You believe whatever you want to believe, but it is what it is. I mean, Fox News Digital has reached out to Seattle Police Department for information about the shooting. Fox 13 spoke to a homeowner who said this was the second time in 2 years that her house had been targeted. The first time, the house was shot up on New Year's Eve heading into 2024. During that shooting, she told the station a bullet flew into a cabinet. The shutters were closed when the house was shot on Sunday, and the homeowner said it may have helped stop some of the impact from the bullets. Once the bullets were done flying, the woman said she looked outside and allegedly saw a man walking across the street, the station reported. Despite being the second time the house was shot at, the homeowner said she does not plan to take down the political statements. Instead, she noted she plans to have security cameras installed. Should have had those cameras up already, technically, but I mean, you shouldn't have to, but you do. Nowadays, you have to have security cameras, have a doorbell, and have some other security cameras, and, because these people are insane. I mean, not to be rude to all of you, I know this isn't every single liberal Democrat out there, but like I said, you hear about it more from the left than you do from the right. And there's really not much you can do about it except protect yourself. This should be a Wednesday video, a Why We Carry Wednesday video, because it's, like I said, if some states, bullets would have been coming right back. Because, I mean, if you're shooting into my house, that's basically a declaration of war, says me. That means I have every right to start shooting back at you. Says me. I mean, you're in a blue state, blue city, where you've got certain levels of gun laws. I don't know all of the gun laws in Washington State, but in a good red state, red city, you try something like that, and those bullets are going to come back at you. Because, like I said, to me, if you go to Texas or Florida and try that, yeah, that's basically a declaration of war, and bullets are flying. Bullets are coming right back at you. I mean, it is what it is. But these liberals, they just think that, I don't know, they're just nuts. They're just psycho. And again, that's not all of you on the left. I know there's some of you that are actually decent people, and I've debated some of you, and some of you are actually good people. But the majority of the left they're just nuts. And they claim us to be the racists, and us to be the Nazis, and us to be the ones that are dividing the country and all that. But how many times have you heard people on the right say death to the Jews? How many of us on the left side with Palestine and Gaza and Hamas against Israel? How many of us have ever said death to America? How many of us have ever said death to Joe Biden and all of his followers or whatever? Because I've heard that from the left. Trump needs to die and all of MAGA needs to go with him. It's like this thing in Texas with this flooding. That lady came on and may all the people other than the Trumps and non-Trump voters be safe. Like, she didn't care. Like, all the Trump voters can die, but that's just how people on the left are. They can, yeah, but yet they get away with it. And that's my beef with Trump so far. So far, I think he's done a pretty good job. But my beef with Trump is they're not doing anything about this. The Trump administration, I mean, I get it. They've got lots better things to worry about than us little peons, but probably nothing's going to happen about this case. The guy's just going to get off and go do it again. And maybe, if not to this house, maybe they'll do it to another house or something. But until they start doing something about it and making an example of these people, they need to prosecute them to the full extent. They need to, in public, have a public trial or they need to do it publicly. So look, this is what's going to happen to you if you guys do this. Like with the Tesla thing, that's now a felony. You burn it out in a Tesla, you got a felony. You shoot at somebody's house, you're going to have a felony. You should anyway, but like I said, probably nothing's going to happen. They're probably not even, they probably don't even care. But anyway, short video today. Just wanted to come on real quick and share a story. I saw, like I said, this should be a Why We Carry Wednesday video, why we need to carry a firearm and have something on us all times and something in our house at all times for home protection, because you never know when trouble's going to come your way. I mean, we're not out looking for trouble, but you just never know when trouble's going to come our way, and we need to be ready. We need to keep our head on a swivel and, stay armed, stay protected, stay alert, stay aware. But anyway, that's the show. YouTube stuff, do the thing, hit the bell, hit the subscribe. You know the drill. I don't need to remind you of that. If you feel like it. Again, I'm trying to hit that 8,000 by the end of the year, which getting close. I mean, I still have a ways to go, but we should be able to make that. I think that's a doable goal. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. See you in the next one.